Alright. Let's do this. New game, because I did play a very small amount of this game in my, like, personal time.
You're on a path in the woods.
I forgot that
And
I
at the end
introduced
of that
Jonathan
path
fucking
is a cabin.
Sims.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I'm just gonna get gaslit by Jonathan Sims for the next 2.5 hours. Lovely.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Cool. Sometimes women do things, and I support them in that. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolucion, honestly. A mood right now. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. Let me see. The end of the world? What are you talking about? I think on my controller is being a time. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked
While I
up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
So does Jonathan Sims only play assholes? Is that just how this works? Because it really seems like this man only plays characters who think I'm an idiot. And I'm okay with that. He's very good at acting like I'm an idiot, but, like, damn, bro, can we be kind for once? Alright, tech issues, sorted.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay, well, the last time Jonathan Sims tried to convince me about the world ending, it didn't go well, so I don't really know how much I trust
And
this.
before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay, well, if the egg wants to destroy the world, maybe there's a reason.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I don't really want to. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why?
I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Really? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I should have seen that coming from Jonathan Sims.
Maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I mean, nihilism is appealing. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Why is it a secret? Why can't you just tell me? Let's just go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I don't want to go to the cabin. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
A warning before you go any further.
What else?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Fair point.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore and take the blade or enter the basement. Really wanna... I'm gonna go. I don't trust the narrator. Hello? Not responding. Lovely.
The door to the
There we go.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Or we could just let her go instead of killing her in a shitty, moldy dungeon.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi, just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. Lie, I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I don't trust anybody who's this insistent without giving me any details, so...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Jonathan, please.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains, or hold on, let's talk a bit first. I'm gonna go with like the full good guy route. Let's see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Probably, but it's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't know if I agree, but we'll see.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Could've. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? Or I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around up somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I like that one.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Explore. Hey, let me out of here. Try the door or return to the bottom of the stairs. Hey, let me out of here. What the fuck?
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Seriously? I don't trust this man.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I guess we're going back to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Okay, well, you're condescending, so...
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
You put me here.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Probably.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh. Okay.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the
I don't like the
unyielding
blood on
chain
her mouth.
binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Does it count as a wounded arm? It's just, like, not there anymore.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door. I guess that's what we're doing.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises.
Why is my
the
hand all
blade.
fucked up? I don't want to kill her.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What the fuck, bro?
What are you doing?
Oh, I got, wait, warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Resist! Oh, yes, resist, resist. Okay, resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I don't want to.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Okay.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Why is my hand like that? What's
doing?
wrong with my hand?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
I don't like her
Whatever.
little stub.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
She looks like she's not happy about this. I think that she's misunderstood.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she doesn't look happy with this at all.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No, definitely not.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
She wouldn't have killed me if you hadn't taken over my body. What? I don't like this narrator. I don't
Everything
trust the
goes dark.
narrator.
And you die.
Like, she would not have killed me if you hadn't been a fucking controlling jackass. Alright, chapter 2, The
You're on
Damsel.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. I'm gonna get terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. That one. You fucking
My
bastard.
tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any
Like
and
four?
all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Me, Hero, Smith. Who's the fourth one?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No. I died because you are the worst.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Thank you.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ.
Also, like, I died and she was free, so she still got out. The world still would have ended. What did you succeed with by killing me?
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
You assume wrong, my guy.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean, they didn't. I'm back here.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Okay, well, unlike you, Jonathan Sims, if a different world does end, that's not my problem. It's not my world.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Don't know, don't care.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Again, I don't really, it's not my problem. Not my world.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
I like Smitten. Smitten's fun.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from that cabin. Let's talk about this princess. She was very nice. She didn't want to kill me. She would have just, left, and we would have been fine.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
Is there more than one is it just, me with voices in my head, or are there, multiple? I think it's just me with voices in my head. I don't think it's, an all of us situation. I think, we are one person.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
That's the kind of energy I need all men to have.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Yes.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Let's talk about this princess. I just want to see if you give me any more information, because you're really sus.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? Or who locked her in that basement? What is this place? She couldn't even stab me to death, for real.
She can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Hard pass.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
You know what? Maybe. That might be it.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I'm not trying to overcomplicate things, I'm just trying to understand why I'm going to potentially murder a person. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Okay.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
I guess we're special.
Of course you're special. Why else would
That
you
felt
be here?
very condescending.
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know.
No, I
Going into
haven't.
more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Yeah, no. That's all, I
Great.
guess.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
What if I just turn around and leave? I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Lie. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. It's like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Quietly continued on the pathway from the cabin. I'll talk to her. I'll go talk to her. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see.
I guess we will.
I'm not gonna do it.
You're joking, right? If we're going to the cabin, there's no world where we do anything other than save her.
Like, yeah, I mean, agreed, but we can't tell the narrator that. Shut the fuck up.
A warning.
Be cool.
Before you go any further.
She'll lie and manipulate.
She will lie.
Yep.
She will cheat. And she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I really like Smitten.
I think
Smitten's a
we've
very
already
funny
been
little
over
guy.
this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Ironic, coming from someone with the same voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
This is incredible.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright, I guess we're going into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Why
The
is
only
it...
furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. He didn't. He just talked about the blade and the drapery and stuff. Why didn't he mention
That's
the mirror?
because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Am I being gaslit right now?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
She probably would.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Bruh, yes there is. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter. Remain silent. Approach the mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Approach the mirror. Why
Reach
is my
forward and rub
hand
your
like
hand
that?
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Why do I have feathers? I'm not taking that blade. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Incredible behavior.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
She's got a
with the
nicer dress
princess.
on. Like her
There's a
skirt's all
heavy
different.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Is it different? Is her skirt different, or am I hallucinating that? I'm genuinely feel gaslit right now.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you.
If we're in a
right?
basement, why is there a window that can see that? Aren't we underground? Why can't I see the sky?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Better than whatever you're doing.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Okay, so he believes me now that, like, he tried to stop me and it didn't work and I died. So if I do the same thing the next time around, like doing the same thing I just did, will he try to stop me again?
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We have no proof that she ended a world. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened the last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Rescue the princess. Sorry about what happened last time. Explain.
If another version of
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
She might.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? I don't want to ask her that. Like, that's not nice. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Girl.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
A little, but also she's probably...
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I don't have a knife, dipshit. Just rescue her. I want to see if he's gonna stop me again.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Well, I don't.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Damn.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Why are my hands like
You
that?
approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
No, her dress is definitely
I can't
different, and so is her
believe it.
crown.
But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Well, we don't, so fuck you.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. What do you want to do? You've been locked up here.
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Dude, you're such a jerk.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same.
I don't
for
like how the
us.
music turned. But what make you happy? You have to want something more than just making me happy. You need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. I want you to make me unhappy. Do you want to end the world? But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Let's just get out of here. This isn't right. Let's just get out of here.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, phew.
Okay.
She's back to normal.
Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
I just don't know why my hand is like that.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
It's giving
And
they're holding
what
hands.
happens
I want
after
them
we walk
dead.
up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Bruh.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
This didn't end well for you last time. We just died,
Oh
bruh.
no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
I think Smitten is my favorite character in this game.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
He's really funny.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I kind of want
I'm
to.
just along for the ride at this point.
The hero is fun too, though. He's our brain cell. Do you think we can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. Do you think you can open it? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you've got this.
Okay, let me try.
Because he won't let me do
Princess
it, but
tries
she
the
could,
handle.
right? He won't let the narrator won't let me do shit.
And
Lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Hell
I told
yeah.
you she could do it.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
No. You're not doing
You're
that.
enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Fair.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
Yeah, honestly, like, we can just, like, stay here.
That's not how this works.
Then how does it work? Because you haven't explained.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. Just ignore them. I mean, I do just, like, not know her that well. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm going to devote my life to living with you in this little one-bedroom, not even one-bedroom, one-room cabin. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. We can leave. Let's just go.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it! What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Okay.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
So we do have feathers. Okay. Hello? But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror, approach the mirror. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go about looking for her. She just got taken by a bunch of arms.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? Yes. Does that...
Oh, I guess I
mean
said the narrator is gone.
A villain vanquished. I'm begging you.
Let's
don't
approach the mirror.
do this.
Lauren. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. What do I look like? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Oh. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Okay, I guess the cabin's still there? You are at the cabin. That doesn't look like a cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel is the end of the world. Let her out of there. You know the narrator. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. Let her out of there. Let's just let her out of there. Let's see.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Returned army. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Ah, spoke the gift of a fragile vessel. What does that mean?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Yes?
Look me up for a second.
What's up?
Can you put the pad on my back? Just peel them off of that. I see you gotta poke around my shoulder blade, but it's like it's probably right ahead the ice on it. To your left. Little more. Little more. Push in there. Push your finger. Push hard. Little higher. Higher. Ah, you just touched it. You feel like a knot there?
Mm-hmm.
Down a little bit. Down. Push your finger in there. Yeah, that's it. Where your finger's done this. Put the other one up on my neck up here.
Here?
There's like a knot right in there. Yeah, right in there. Is it on?
No, I haven't put it on.
Okay. Not that high. Bring it down a little bit. Down on like the muscle.
Like there?
Yeah, that's good. It's not sticking. Are they sticking? It's sticking.
Yeah, they're on.
Interesting.
We will be here.
Explore, how much will I forget?
Oh, I don't want that. I hate that.
Self-voicing disabled.
Aren't you scared they'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? I'm not going back. How many pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh.
You won't.
Fuck. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Damn. Forget it, I'm not doing
Are you
this.
serious? No, you have to do it.
Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Not that I'm gonna
And
do
each
it, but
and
will
every
it let
one
me
of us
just
is
do the
doomed.
same thing over and over?
So
Like,
sure,
just
go,
not take the
talk to
knife
her.
and go down and try
See
to
how
save
that
her?
turns out for all of us.
Like, will it let me just keep doing that? I'm not going to test it,
You
but I'm
make your way up
curious.
the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Okay,
The
this
air
is the
stale
cabin. It
and
was the
musty,
first time.
and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I just want to see. I'm not going to do the exact same thing, but I want to see if it's different the second time around. Like, we established that, like, I have to get all of these, what was the word she used? Like, fragments or whatever? Perspectives. I want to see if it'll let me just, like, if it'll change even if I make the same initial choice. Hello? It's not responding again. It really hates this one bit. Come on, let's go. Technical difficulties. Come on, let's go. Just like really hates this one part of the game. Come on. There we go. We're
The door
back.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Except I don't remember it.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. I am here to save you. Continue down the stairs. Let's just...
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Are we for real? Come on. She doesn't want to talk, no. She really does not want to talk. I have not been slaying, though. I refused to slay her the first time around. No, she's very sweet. I don't want to slay her. What's your name? Does she have a name? I didn't get her name last time. I just, like, took her somewhere.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is
You know what I mean?
Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
It's a really cursed name.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
I don't...
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
This is, like, really sad.
Okay, that's weird.
I mean, it's, like,
She
weird,
hadn't
but also,
even thought
like...
to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little, but we can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your light word over the potential fate of the world. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually,
What has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
No, honestly. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
What does that mean?
It's not like you'd believe me.
Okay. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Okay.
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving
That's
her
fair.
alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Okay.
But if you
Yeah.
don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
We're a little spooky now.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Retrieve the blade. Okay, let's get you out of here. I'm not getting her out of here after that. That was freaky. Lock her in the basement. I think that's our best bet
I know
for
you
now.
think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine, turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Yikes. Okay.
Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her away. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Sticking to the plan and locking her away. I'd also be making some weird threats if someone did this to me. I think she's definitely concerning, but also, like, in her scenario, if I was, like, a normal princess that got locked somewhere and this guy just was like, fuck you, I'm leaving you here, I'd also probably say some real fucked up shit.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
I thought, where's the blade? I didn't take the blade. Where's the blade?
Okay, we can make this work.
No, where's the
You settle in
blade?
against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Okay, but where's
It
the
isn't
blade?
long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Lovely.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't
Lovely.
know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
I like the ending where I ran
Doesn't
off and
sound
married
like
her.
She's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want, I'll just ease my guilty conscience. So all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless, you're not even a princess, you're just a monster. I'm not going to sleep, the fuck?
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Oh, I don't like that.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Cool. Is it frozen again?
Whose side are you on?
Ooh, we glitched out
Yours,
there.
of course.
Wow.
But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as
I
you
don't
feel
like it.
your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Uh-huh.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Right,
Your lungs stop drawing in breath,
huh?
and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end.
Is she
Don't we?
stopping my, like, lungs? What?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, I hate that. Chapter 2, the nightmare. It was the damsel last time. I don't like
You're
that it's
on a
the
path
nightmare
in the
now.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing here? Okay, no, she's going to kill me again. She'd kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Like, yeah, but also...
Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very good question,
Paranoid.
little
Lovely.
voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Yeah, I guess same thing. He's gonna give me the same bullshit answer he did the last time, but whatever.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. died last time, we couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Sure does.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
I still don't
Or
care about
do you
this
think that the
hypothetical
princess,
otherworld.
left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I just don't care, bro.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Because I'm special. Let's just go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
You're getting
I don't
repetitive,
think
bro.
lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
She was pretty direct the first time around, too. She was just wanting to be
Doesn't
free.
matter. Don't trust anyone.
Oh, you gotta chill, bro. Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
I don't like that
A
it's...
pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade
Why
is
are
your
there-
implement. You'll
The
need it if you want
windows.
to do this
The
right.
windows.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
I also
It's
just
an
like...
empty frame.
I'm gonna...
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. If you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Y'all can't even, like, see it because of the camera. Look at the window. What the fuck is that? Why are there eyes? I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I hate that. Fuck this. Okay.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay, I gotta turn my auto back on. This whole cabin is different than I remember it being. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Just approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean. What is
Reach
wrong
forward
with
and
my
rub your hand
hands?
against
Why
the
am I like a
cabin wall.
bird
I
person?
hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
This whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different.
I don't like
Not
the
only
eyes
one
in the
who sees
window.
her in the window,
Oh,
right?
Cool.
She knows that we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I have, though.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
gonna take the blade this time. She
You
fucking
reach
killed me.
down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Paranoid is very funny
Is it
too.
gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Imagine I just like chucked a grenade
Blade
into
is
the
the only
basement.
thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
That's kind of fair. Into the basement. Let's go.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Yeah, we need to mention the eyes
The
more.
air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a
I
lot
don't
of fun,
like-
you and I.
I don't like this version of her
Okay,
voice.
we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough
I'm
to
gonna put the
kill us.
camera back up the other way because you can't see the dialogue half the time. Put it back up here so that you can see the. How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan, I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator, seems like I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs, continue down the stairs in silence. What if I just like step off? Fuck it, we ball.
You attempt
Oh.
to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them,
Damn.
but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. Just wanted to see. I was curious. I don't know, falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
Next question.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
I don't like the eyes.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
No, like, Hero's right.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
I don't like that. Go left, go right, do nothing, go back the way you came. I don't think it's gonna let me go back. Every time I try to go back, the narrator fucks me over. Doing nothing seems really stupid, and while I've been being kind of stupid this entire playthrough, that doesn't mean that I want to be this level of stupid. There's eyes, like, right in the center of the right path, so we're gonna go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
What the fuck is that?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh.
Your arms quickly follow.
Oh.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Okay, well she is, dude.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
I don't like that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Heart, lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Nerves. She isn't attacking us. Lungs. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Heart. Lungs. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Liver.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies where we can work together. We can be friends even. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. No thanks. Okay, let's get out of here. Leave together. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Run. Slay the princess. Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Liver. Nerves. The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
lungs, liver,
and then you're
nerves,
gone.
heart, lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves, heart,
that.
lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves, heart,
and there's the fear.
nerves. She pulls away. Liver, nerves,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
So she can't leave without me alive.
I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You seem miserable.
I am, thanks.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
And if I let you out with them, we go our separate ways.
lungs, liver, nerves.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Cool.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends, even.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Slay the princess. This is fucked. I'm gonna kill her.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Heart, lungs, liver.
We did it. We actually did it.
Okay.
Heart, lungs, liver.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Liver, nerves, heart.
Can she?
Liver, nerves.
We've already seen how she can change.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
Heart, lungs,
She falls to the ground, unmoving.
heart.
Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Am I just like stuck here
It
forever?
means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Cool.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
Right.
I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a
True.
terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Because I don't want to suffer in an endless void for all eternity.
Because right
like,
now, you don't want us to do that.
it seemed like a better
You're
option when she
right.
was going to torture
I
me for all
don't.
eternity, but she's dead, so
If
it's
we've
like...
already saved the world, then why does
True.
it matter if we die? Why do you care?
Truly, you shouldn't
I just
care
do.
at all.
I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
But why especially mine?
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys, what more do I need? Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens? Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places? I want to know.
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Okay.
Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again.
Ah, yes. The whole looping thing. How unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you?
You
Of
sure
course I
did.
Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one.
Oh, you dick.
That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us?
A lot.
Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine.
See, I'm not someone who
She's
likes
dead and we're stuck
that
in a
vibe
hell
of like,
void
don't tell
forever.
you things because it's good for
How
you.
could
I want to
telling
know.
us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger.
I
You barely
don't
managed to land
care.
the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time?
Who gives a shit?
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Take the blade from her body.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious. Can you tell me your secrets now? Let's see yourself. I want to see. I want to see.
No.
How about now? Is it secret time?
Still no.
I'm gonna wear it out eventually. Might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now, then we'll have something else to talk about.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it.
I'm gonna probably just kill myself, but I'm messing with him and it's fine. He sucks.
I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
It sure is. Secret?
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
I'm just gonna fuck him with him at this point. I can't do it anymore. Okay. Slay yourself. I'm just gonna kill myself.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there?
I mean, you can take control of my body again, but please don't.
You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery.
I don't like that. I don't like
Here we go.
thoughts.
You'd better get this right next time, do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Wraith. I didn't have a Chapter 3 last time. That's concerning.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't
The
matter
fuck
if
is
we
this?
kill her. It doesn't matter if she kills us. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does. No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave?
We could.
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice.
That's very true.
All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
It sure isn't.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
No. That doesn't sound like me. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse.
It's not, though.
And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters.
Okay.
And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
How did I do it wrong? I killed her. It doesn't matter. We've been killed by her and killed her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
I think it does.
Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't.
Okay, well, giving
But
me
you
free
can't just keep
will
making the
is
correct
probably a
choice
good thing,
forever,
because when you
never
were in
deviating.
control, I died. Just like got stabbed.
Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
You know?
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Proceed to the
You
cabin.
continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Yeah.
I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Maybe.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Okay.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won.
The cold is creepy.
Take it however you will.
Into the cabin, I guess.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror?
Does he see it this time?
The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains.
Cool.
There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time? I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Let's pretend there's a mirror at the end of this hallway and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again? He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. You
Alright.
slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror
I
clean.
hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Well, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your
The
veins as your
fucking-
legs, numb with the
what
shock
the
of it,
hell?
collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and
Nope.
crooked teeth.
No, 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 no.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so
Why is my leg like that? Why am I a bird person?
My body away from me.
That's not important right now, I know, but
So now I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
no, no.
And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
I guess.
But not like this. She's going to make it hurt. Then turn
Probably.
off the part of you that feels things.
Huh?
Oh, like it's that easy. It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
No.
Except
no.
that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Uh-huh.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad? You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Why isn't it? Look, we're even now. You killed me and I killed you. Water under the bridge, right? I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all of this too, you know. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? That's fine. I actually came here to free you. Or struggle. We're even now, right?
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you.
Okay, that's fair.
If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here.
But you did hurt me. Twice even. And I'm not letting you do it again. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
I don't like it.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like,
manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Honestly.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Me.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
I hate that it's just like a close-up of that face.
This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Fair.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake, eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
I don't like this.
So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
Fair.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were only doing it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
That's true.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you made me feel. You think you were numb, but you were hopeless and paranoid. You were afraid of me.
Very much so, yes.
And I don't feel regret into the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
I mean, not for
We
you
weren't
anymore.
always like this. I've always been like this.
You're psycho.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Cool. Throw your body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
I've already done it.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
That's true.
We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I did do so many terrible things to you.
No.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one, we all go. 1, 2, 3.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole. Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Yikes.
We did it! We actually did it! Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Bro.
What happens now? But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
Fair.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
I think she's got a little scar where I killed her. Oh. But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way. You don't need to comfort them.
It's not the end. Whatever on the other side is going to be nice. It's not the end. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you? Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The blow. You've grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all gone, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh, so I can't. Okay. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods.
Can I, skip? Yes, I can. What do we got? Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolucion.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the...
See into the cabin. Already seen this dialogue.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your
I'll take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement. Come on, is it just...
The door to
There
the
we go.
basement
Okay.
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh, that's a different voice.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Let's see what happens if I just straight up try to kill her.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, so she's definitely different when I pick up the knife. Steal your nerves and step forward. I'm just gonna, like, straight up kill her. Not
You
say
step
anything.
forward, your grip on the blade
See what
tightening as you
happens.
steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
It's true.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's unarmed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess. I'm just gonna do it.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
I mean, we can't.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Wow.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
It's just
With your
fucking
work
leave.
done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
I don't think that this is gonna be that easy, but
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
leave. Okay.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Okay.
Only a world saved from
Right.
certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Of course.
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now
is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
Huh?
Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I don't think I will. That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. It's bullshit. Let me out of
What's
here.
done is done. And there's no going back now.
You suck.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Why?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Like, no. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get this heck out of here?
I do. But you're probably not going to like it. The blade.
Yep.
We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
What does he mean there's more for us to do? Because I thought he didn't remember. Wouldn't using the blade, you know, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Why do you know that?
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You'd be pretty right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch, anything to get out of this hell. You're right, I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Okay.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
Yo, the niggers suck.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Dick. She was a specter. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first... If he doesn't remember what happened, that's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's just go.
A warning. She will lie. She won't be a problem.
Proceed into the cabin. Let's go.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
It's different
Cobwebs
again.
flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care about whether I'm being lied to. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Oh, okay, she really is dead.
A skeletal body.
She's actually
lying in a
gonna be
heap
a
on the
ghost,
floor,
isn't she?
its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
It's just like I told you.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Yeah, ghost.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Right, of course, of
And
course.
finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Don't say that.
It's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Okay. That's
The
fair.
princess
I did
drifts across
kill
the
you.
room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Is that a good idea? Slay the princess.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes
That's
through,
what I thought was gonna happen.
unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time, too. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? What do you want from me? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? Slay the princess harder. Fine, if I can't hurt you, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. I want to know why it's different. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Okay.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here.
I feel so bad for her.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
I hate that face.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. But I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
No.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
What if I say no? This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave on front of the cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I told you to end the world. Sounds great. Do it. The answer's no. I need to think on this. What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Right,
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
Yeah, that's true.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
No.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
Before we agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
Fair.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended a world filled with just a knife to the heart? But even if I help you get out of there, well, were you going in the world? You didn't answer my question. Do it in the world. I'm not cold. I'm just dumb. I'm just a big stupid idiot. Stupid. What was I thinking? Just believing what I was told. Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world? All it took to kill you was a knife to the heart.
So there really was a last time, and you really did manage to slay her. I would have liked to think I was the first, but there's no point living in denial. The first? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this. Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, that doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic.
I don't feel like I do anything
Threats
heroic.
come in all shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea. You were chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, Killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore, wouldn't you say?
You seem like a little bit of a threat. You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
You didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not
I wasn't
asking
asking
you.
you.
We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. And you ended too. But here you are. And you don't even look any different. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Let's leave it at that. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. I'm sorry, I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to death? I have some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it will be hard to do it again. I'm sorry, it's making up to you. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. Wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything and I had to kill myself to escape. You can go through all the cages on your own. Okay, team. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathizing with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
It sure has, Hero.
She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
That's fair.
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Okay, I hate that face. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Let me see. If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? I guess I'm going to leave her in the basement.
Without a moment's hesitation,
Is it gonna
you
let me do it this
lash
time?
out with your blade.
Slay the princess.
It's like you're slashing at air.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
So the Princess
This
Harbor.
path is already worn by travel, and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Wait, what?
Okay. So I can only let her possess me. Okay. Okay, I've given enough thought. Let's get you out of here.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Oh, I don't like that face.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Okay.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Okay.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Huh?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass. I'm...
Yeah? Go on. Finish the
Oh, so
thought.
they're all just like
What are
shards
you?
of broken glass in my brain. Cool.
a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
Yes.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Okay. Fair.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Doubt.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Okay.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Okay.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
Then don't think. Just move.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens when we leave. But if I'm stuck in here, I'll be making some renovations. It's too crowded.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form,
and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to
You
be.
keep saying that, and it's never the case.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
I
Well,
hate
you
to
can
admit
try
it,
and-
but she's not wrong.
Control us again. You could
It's
do
just
something.
the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
Fair, okay,
And
noted.
whine. This
Yeah.
body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that could make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally! Finally!
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin.
Okay, very cool,
As you
very
exhale
cool.
from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay,
Alright,
weirdly
let's see if
philosophical.
I'm stuck with you forever.
Not the Hitchhiker achievement. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guess not. That's where it ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Oh. Okay, You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like, you don't need...
It's not the end. When everything on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. Whatever makes you...
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Lovely. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? No, I'm not gonna kill her. Do you know what happens to the other worlds we leave behind? Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished? Do you still not care what I bring you next? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what this is about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or another on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart.
These always make me so sad.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright, I think we're gonna call it there. Because it's very late. And I think I can't do anymore. I've done a lot of this. I will be on tomorrow, probably with Baldur's Gate or Dragon Age. It was just a long day today and I did not have the energy for high energy RPG games.